Okay. Good morning, Dean Mamerto Abante and classmates. I am Florence Emboscado, and this will be the continuation of the report of Miss Yutesa Falcon. I'm going to tackle about the administrative accountability. First slide. Uh, let us define first what is accountability. Accountability is an essential feature of all forms of democratic governments. The concept of accountability refers to the liability of government servants to give a satisfactory account of the use of official power or discretionary authority to the people. It is the liability of all public servants, whether it is elective or appointed positions. Then, according to Mohit Bhattacharya, there are four requirements on public administrations. First is make laws work as intended with a minimum of waste and delay. 2. Exercise lawful and sensible administrative discretion. 3. Recommend new policies and propose changes in existing policies and programs as needed. And 4. Enhance citizen confidence in the administrative institutions. These are the substance of accountability. In-exercise to ng three branches of the government in the Philippines. Then, in the context in the Philippine system, the Article 11, Section 1 of the 1987 Constitution provides accountability of public officers. Public office is a public trust. Public officers and employees must at all times be accountable to the people, serve them with utmost responsibility, integrity, loyalty, and efficiency, act with patriotism and justice, and lead modest lives. Ito po yung yung provision sa Constitution kung saan ah, yung mga public servants natin dapat transparent talaga at liable kung sa mga binibigyan ng serbisyo sa publiko. Then, governance and the changing notion of accountability. In the practical world of public administration today, two closely competing but contemporary paradigms seems to hold sway. One is new public management and the other is known as good governance. Historically, the liberal and democratic setup evolved basic mechanism of accountability such as ministerial control, parliamentary debate, legislative committees, and the ombudsman system. In recent times, there have been some major changes, a sort of paradigmatic shift in the mode of public governance under the rubric of new public management and good governance. In contemporary public uh, administration, what is being advocated is a market-centered, neoliberal approach to governance under which its objectives are shifted to economic growth and productivity, and its normative standards are redirected towards efficiency, competition, and value for money. According to Hack, the contemporary changes in the governance towards efficiency, outcome, competition, value for money, and customer orientation pose formidable political, managerial, and methodological challenges to accountability in terms of three specific dimensions. Ito yun. The standards of accountability. Accountability for what? The agents of accountability or the accountability for whom? The means of accountability. How is accountability ensured? Ito yung common grievances against administration. One is the corruption. Demand and acceptance of bribery for doing or not doing things. Favoritism. Helping the people of one's own kin. Sorry. Favoritism. Doing or not doing things for obliging people in power or people who matter. Nepotism. Helping the people of one's, ito yung mga kamag-anak naman. Discourtesy, use of abusive language or other types of misbehavior, yan, hindi pagkasabi ng, yung pagkasabi natin ng masama sa public. Neglect of duty, not doing things which the law requires. Discrimination, ignoring poor and uninfluential citizens. Genuine complaints. Delay, not doing things at the appropriate time. Maladministration, inefficiency in achieving the targets. Inadequate redressal machinery. Failure to attend the public complaints against administration. Yan, yun yung mga some of the common grievances against the administration ng mga tao. Yan. Grievance redressal mechanism in the Philippines. Meron tayong Memorandum Order number 118-D series of 1993, yung implementing the employee grievance machinery of the Office of the President. Ito ay sa Office of the President lang, sample. Yung rationale, objectives. Then, ito yung other grievance platforms in the Philippines naman. Meron tayong Sandigan Bayan. Yan yung anti-graft court. The Ombudsman, yung mga tiwaling opisyal ng gobyerno, dyan nireklamo. Civil Service Commission, yan, yung administrative complaint para sa kanila. Meron tayong ARTA or the Anti-Red Tape Authority. The 8888 Citizens Complaint Center, Residential Complaint Center, medyo marami na siya, no? Minsan nagiging redundant na siya. Then, the Citizens Charter. I believe na lahat ng government agencies merong Citizens Charter, no? Let's define first the Citizens Charter. Citizens Charter is an instrument which seeks to make an organization transparent, accountable, and citizen-friendly. The Citizens Charter scheme in its present form was first launched in 1991 in the United Kingdom. The aim was to ensure that public services were made responsive to the citizens they serve. Yan. A Citizens Charter is basically a set of commitments made by an organization regarding the standards of service which it delivers. It is a public statement that defines the entitlements of citizens to a specific service, the standards of the service, the conditions to be met by users, and the remedies available to the latter in case of non-compliance of standards. Yan. Yung mga nilalaman ng Citizens Charter natin, yung 6 principles. Quality by improving the quality of services, choice for the users wherever possible, standards specifying what to expect within a time frame, value for the taxpayers' money, accountability of the service provider, individual as well as organization, and transparency in rules, procedures, schemes, and grievance redressal. Diyan makikita natin lahat ng transaction ng public sa in every government agencies. Then ito may right to information, emerging mechanism to redress public grievances. And right to information means the freedom of people to have access to government information. It implies that the citizens should have free access to all files and documents pertaining to the government's working process. Right to information has been seen as the key to strengthening participatory democracy and ushering in people-centered governance, as access to information can empower the citizens to demand and get information about public policies and actions, thereby leading to their welfare. Ayan, in the Philippines, meron tayong Freedom of Information Bill. I don't know kung na-pass na siya, kung naging law na siya. Pero meron naman tayo existing Executive Order number 2, Series 2016, or yung operationalizing in the executive branch the people's constitutional right to information and the state policies to full public disclosure and transparency in the public service and providing guidelines therefore. Ito yung yung disclosure ng mga public documents, transparency in the government. So mahalaga pala talaga 'yun para maniwala yung tao sa gobyerno. Then, meron ding civil society, yung promoting people-centric governance. Ayan, yung mga, the government paradigm has challenged state-centric public administration The inadequate state-directed development paradigm has given rise to an approach involving local people and local resources in a decentralized people-centric self-development mode. And ang civil society ay binubuo ng mga mamamayang nakikilahok sa mga kilos protesta, lipunang pagkilos at mga NGOs or non-government organizations. Meron tayo mga tinatawag nilang Makabayan Block, meron sa House of Rep, yung Kabataan Party List, yung Gabriela para sa rights ng women, meron Bayan Muna, yan siguro yung mga example ng civil society. Nilalayon ng civil society na maging kabahagi sa pagpapabago ng mga pulisiya at magigiit ng accountability or kapanagutan and transparency, katapatan mula sa Estado. Civil society can be most effective in governance by mediating between the citizen and the state, articulating citizens' interests to the government, inculcating participatory norms and restricting government through citizens' involvement in its day-to-day functioning. Civil society thus makes participation in governance people-centric and also development-oriented. And last subtopic is the governance, discourse, and the changing role of citizens. Ayan. The concept of citizenship is a key component in public administration. It fosters concern for public interest and plays an important role in the creation of a harmonious society. Ayan, yan ang role ng citizens. Hindi lang talagang may connection ang governance sa citizen administration. However, the governance discourse, which is a neoliberal response to public administration, is radically changing the role of the citizens. It is providing diverse channels for articulating and aggregating their interest in the democracy. Also, it is enabling them to act in different capacities as citizens, voters, consumers, clients, or members of interest group. It speaks for the empowerment of customers, not citizens. Increased choices for the citizens and empowered government, providing public choices in meeting the needs of the customer. Yan. A citizen is an individual in a constitutional state, a repository of rights and duties endowed upon him by law, rules, and regulations, whereas a customer or client functions in a market atmosphere, holding certain rights and responsibilities, and is willing to pay for the services received. Yan. Most contemporary movements in public administration advocate increased citizen participation or involvement in the administrative governance, yet have significantly different definitions of citizen participation. And citizen participation is encouraged in the form of citizen satisfaction panels or surveys in performance measurement. Citizens in the present model as one of the inputs of the managerial process. What is important here is to see that participation is defined as inputs and as one of the citizens and administration, the pieces of raw material used in the production process, separate from the machinery that produces the public or civic good. Then conclusion. It may be concluded that the position of the citizens from being mere recipients of the administrative help and services has now shifted to their being the prime movers in the affairs of governance, a change from local beneficiary status to active participant status. In the democracy, the main purpose of the public administration is to serve the people. Yun nga, ang goal ng Philippine government natin, ng gobyerno, ay to serve and protect the people. Unaccountable, accessible, transparent, participative, and responsive administration is inevitable to address the problems of the people. There are different ways in which citizens interact with the administrative agencies in day-to-day life. Thus, citizens' grievances against administration are on an increase, and at the same time concerted efforts are being made by the government to reduce the growing discontent among the citizens by providing various channels for redressal of their grievances. Yung mga references po, ayan, nandyan po. Then, that's the end of my report. I hope mayroon kayong konting natutunan sa aking report. And thank you.